Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group Neon in class KMB4. We are here to present effective business communication. Before that, I will introduce the group member of Neon. First is myself, Muhammad Arif Fahmi bin Muhammad Fauzi. My number matrix is 1200753. Second, we have Muhammad Adieb Muqri, and then Aini Syazwani, and the last person is Nur Hazirah Qurratu Aini. So, before we go through with effective business communication, I will explain what is business communication. Business communication is the process of sharing information between people within and outside a company. Business communication is used to promote a product, service, organization, relay information within a business, or deal with legal and similar issues. We have some type of business communication. First, a team of employees holding a brainstorming session. Second, two co-workers sharing information to work on a project together. Second, and the last is a leadership team sharing the company vision with their staff. Next. Okay, communication is the process of transferring information and meaning between senders and receiver using one or more media and communication channels. The essence of communication is sharing, providing data, information, insight, and inspiration in an exchange that benefits both you and the people with whom you are communicating. In addition, every organization has a formal communication network, which is downward communication. This flow from executive to employees, conveying executive decision and providing information that helps employees do their job. An example is the weekly task assigned by a marketing director to a marketing associate. Second, the upward communication. The flow from employee to executive provide insight into problem, trend, opportunity, grievances, and performance, thus allowing executive to solve problem and make intelligent decisions. An example is the weekly status report sent by a marketing associate to the marketing director. And the last is horizontal communication. This flow between departments to help employees share information, coordinate tasks, and solve complex problems. An example is the sharing of information between a marketing associate and a social media associate for completing a shared project. Next. Business communication have many methods of this that we can use to speak with any person to make deal or decision in the meeting, such as telephone and audio conferencing. These tools make it easier to make a productive meeting, even when some or all participants are remote. Second, video conferencing. This is the effective way to make a visual meeting that feels as close to in-person meeting because we can see body language as well as hearing a tone of voice. And then face-to-face meeting. An in-person conversation can improve understanding, help solidify a team, and build trust among co-workers. And the last is social media application. Many organizations are using social media internally to communicate among specific groups that have shared interests like Facebook and Instagram, which is it can make a live session in those platforms. So that is business communication. We must use the effective way that can make business communication success in organization or company between employees and employer. So Adieb Muqri will explain how to be an effective in business communication. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to the Arif Fahmi for the presentation before. My name is Muhammad Adieb Muqri bin Muhammad Mazlan. My matric number is 1200755. And today I want to present about the way to make an effective communication. Communication skills is very important nowadays because with the communication skills, we can get the job, we can build the relationship between with other, and also we can improve ourselves and others. There are many ways to make an effective communication, but today I want to share 5 ways to to be an effective communication. First is find a good place and a time. Have a good place can make an effective communication because it can make everyone feel very comfortable. For example, have a communication in the big room with the good air and perfect fittings. Sometimes a big company needs environment that nobody can distract because they need to think to get an idea or they need to think to get the solving for their problem. So we also need a regular structure to support communication and make time to talk, such as weekly and monthly monthly meeting. Second is try to send a clear message. Message and a statement is conveyed from other to another person. To send a clear message, we need to saying or give the speech with intention. There are huge difference between just saying something and saying something with intention. When we say something with intention, we will use the proper words and meaningful so so the audience can understand more deeply what we want to send to them. Um, we also we also can use the right tone of voice and we use the proper words to make the message clearly sent to them. Third is establish and maintain eye contact. This is very important part that are the key of making an effective communication. With the eye contact, we can give or receive some respect from the other people. Let's say if we let's say if we are let's say if we are a speaker, we can receive the respect. We can give the respect and also we can build our confidence with the eye contact because if with the eye contact, it show us very confident to send a speech. And if we are audience, we prove that we are giving an intention to their message. Our eyes also reflect to our sincerity, honestly, and warmth. So both speaker or listener, we must use eye contact to make an effective communication. The fourth is become an engaged listener. Become an engaged listener. The difference between normal listener and engaged listener. The normal listener, we just listen and we sometimes not for what the speaker want to give. But the engaged listener, we allows to understand deeply what the meaning and also we can remember the some point of the speaker from the speaker speech and some point for the speaker speech. For the question is how to be an engaged listener. There are 4 ways to be an engaged listener. First, give full attention. We should focus on their posture of body, voice, tone of voice, and also we take note on their eye contact to make deeply understanding. Second is avoid anything that can interrupt, including replying text or playing. The third is shows interest, such as we can smile to our speaker, and also we can give our expression if we are true or we truly agree or we are not agree with the point that the speaker has give. The last one is favor your right ear. As we know, left side of brain is the primary processing center for both emotion and comprehension. So since the left side of brain connecting with the right ear. We favor to use the right ear to understanding more deeply the emotion and what the exactly speaker want to give us. The last one is be attuned to body language. Without the body language, we just like a doll in the middle of the conversation. So body language play a role key to make an effective communication. With the posture, posture, we assume expression on our face, hand gesture, and eye contact convey far more than we would like to expose. We also can ensure our confidence to convey the message to the audience. Be attuned to body language also playing part as the art of influencing how we are perceived by the others. There are positive and negative body language. The positive body language show our expressions to contribute confidence in our abilities, being comfortable in taking challenge and others. But opposite with the negative body language, it show our resistance to contribute, doubtful in our abilities, and uncomfortable to take a challenge. That's all for me. We continue to the Hazirah and Anis in impact of effective communication.
Thank you, Adieb Muqri, for the clear explanation. Okay, my name is Anis Syazwani, Binti Muhammad Sapuan. My matric number is 1200735. Now, let's move to the impact of effective business communication. Nowadays, business communication really important in people's daily life. Effective business communication is one of the most critical things that someone must have to make their life easier. This is because there are numerous benefits of effective business communication for both individuals and organizations. Hence, I would like to talk about the impact of business communication on individuals. Firstly, effective business communication helps someone to succeed and achieve their dream career. This is because communication skills are among the main elements required in almost all types of jobs, and it will offer them an advantage over their peers when competing for extra duties. The ability to communicate effectively will make someone marketable and will continue to be their ticket to success regardless of the economic condition. Therefore, they must equip themselves with effective business communication because it helps them to achieve greater career success. Secondly, effective business communication helps someone to enhance their self-confidence. This is because when they have these skills, they will not fear to give a speech or present their work in front of a crowd or meeting a new friend. The skills of business communication really help them to keep calm and believe in themselves. Moreover, they can make things easier, especially when they become a manager. They can communicate with the employees effectively to transfer the order. Thus, the employees will understand the order easily. Next, effective business communication makes people respect them due to the ability and skills to talk fluently and nicely without hesitating in front of a crowd is precious. Besides, their ability to give their points of view makes a good impression on others. They also do not easily give up on their stand and just accept others' opinions without being explained in detail. This attitude leads to an increase in people's respect for them. Other than that, effective business communication also helps to improve relationships between their family members, friends, and managers. These skills will allow them to feel comfortable in social situations, especially to start the conversation with peers and create new friends. Having effective business communication skills is essential for making them comfortable with the job and to make them happy with their lifestyle. Besides, misunderstanding can be reduced when they have business communication skills. All information that is transferred will go smoothly without misunderstanding. Therefore, the relationship between friends and family members is good. Not only that, effective business communication also will make a healthy relationship between investors and clients because there is no misinformation. Clearly, effective business communication helps them to improve relationship around them. Okay, that's all about the impact of effective business communication on individuals. Next, Hazirah will explain about the impact of effective business communication on organization. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for Aini Syazwani for the presentation. My name is Hazirah Qurratu Aini Binti Muhammad Hazri. My matric number is 1200780. Communication is a crucial element of daily life as well as in business, education, and any other scenario where individuals come into contact. This means communication may contribute to effective communication if the organization implements the right way of communicating either within and outside of the company. This highly shows that effective communication is not just important to the individual, but also truly has an impact on organizations. Therefore, here I will be presenting the impact of effective business communication on an organization. First and foremost, effective business communication is able to maintain social networks and social support. This is because open communication has the ability to develop stronger personal and professional connections between employees and administrators, or between management and staff. Employees will be more likely to remain loyal to the business if they truly feel cared for and respected. A good example of this situation is Yahoo and Google. They have allowed two-way communication and practice a feeling of pleasure outside of typical organizational activities that make them a good company with good social networks. All these may lead to personal and professional progress, which is good for organization, social networks, and support. Furthermore, effective business communication also may improve organizational commitment. This is because communications must be in line with long-term objectives and aspirations as they will have an effect on the company's goals. For instance, differing unpleasant conversations makes employees more difficult in the long term and is unjust to them and the organization compared to speaking honestly about bad performance or the faults of devoted employees even though it is hard. This will directly affect employee commitment, which is bad for the organization. Other than that, effective business communication is also essential to establishing effective performance and communications. This is because organizations' productivity will be increased if the employees grow to enjoy their employment and their teammates. Effective supervisory communication regarding expectations and comments on work performance, for example, was found to have a positive impact on job satisfaction. As a result, good workplace communication contributes to the development of loyalty and trust, which leads to increased job satisfaction together with building up exceptional team performance and communication. Last but not least, effective business communication also emphasizes organizations' productivity and high performance rate because it has been shown that organizations that create a good attitude and seek to generate happiness, treat people with respect and trust are much more successful than those that do not. Subsequently, involving employees in decision-making also boosts job satisfaction, attitudes, and overall company performance because employees will be more interactive and participative, just if their leader is always asking for their opinion in making decisions. It seems that the most essential factor in an organization's success or failure is good communication at work because can you imagine? When a company confronts a difficulty, a crisis, or a dispute as a result of misunderstanding among employees, it will cause unnecessary delays in everyday operations, right? So it clearly shows that every business that wants to make better use of its resources and boost productivity has to have a robust communication environment. That's all from me, and Anis will continue with the conclusion.
To summarize what we have said before, effective business communication is a process of exchanging messages between two or more people in which the messages are easily understood by each person. Short and well-known terms are usually preferable and used in business communication rather than long and unfamiliar words. Besides, effective business communication can make a big difference in company success, whether it comes to gaining promotion, completing a new client deal, or pitching a business idea to executive. But not only that, it also brings benefits to the individual itself. Next, Hazirah will continue.
To be sure, it's also important for an organization to overcome the barriers of effective communication, such as an overabundance of information should be avoided and messages should be repeated to avoid miscommunication. It's also important to the company to find the best way to make an effective business communication, such as find a good place and time, try to send a clear message and establish and maintain eye contact. So it concludes here that good communication is the lifeline of companies, as good communication is the bridge between confusion and clarity. So that's all from us, Group Nyot. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.